Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. It's the penultimate round of the AMS2 Community Cup tonight. We're at Ibarra in the MRX Honda P3. Very tricky combo tonight. We've got, I think, qualifying and the race starts wet, but drying. So pit strategy is going to be really, really interesting tonight. Hopefully we get a good race. It's high altitude, so the cars are going to struggle a little bit, keeping them cool. But I'm just watching a little bit of practice. As soon as we're, hey Jay, as soon as we go into qualifying, guys, you won't miss a thing. We'll head over to AMS2. But I hope you're well. Let me just do that just for a second. I hope you're all well. Really looking forward to this one tonight. So currently, JK is leading the Drivers' Championship. I will bring... let me just change the display quickly to that. And then just bring this in so you can see. So these are the current standings. JK leading the Drivers' Championship from MVRC. Johnny B is in second, but he's not racing tonight, unfortunately. So opportunity for JK to put a few... Oh, AJ, you absolute legend. Thank you, mate. Thank you for that. That's really, really generous. I really appreciate it. Blankfile is racing tonight, and he's only a point behind Johnny B. So, and interestingly, JK and Blankfile are in the same server tonight. So hopefully we get some get an interesting battle. So that's the driver standings, and the Community Cup team standings. So these are the current standings. It looks like KCSR for the third year in a row are going to probably take the Community Cup, but it's all to play for behind SSR, MVRC and AMSU, all very, very close for second place. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens tonight. We've actually got Tines in one of my servers. It's the first time for a long time. AJ, if you wouldn't mind, let me know whether the volume's okay. I'd appreciate that, mate. Right, so free practice is almost over. So as soon as he goes over to qualifying, we'll nip over to AMS2 and see what's what. At the moment, we've got Mattia from RRC leading the way with a 121.5, JK 121.9, Staku 121.9, Blankfile 121.9, Mbusata 122, Slayer from MVRC 122. Evil Noodle NRT 122, so it's all really, really close. But yeah, it's going to be a great little race tonight. Wet qualifying, but drying. The race starting wet, so they're going to have to come in and put on. It's definitely there, mate. It's definitely there, as usual. It's definitely there, Owen. But with all the LFM servers on there, it's quite hard to find. But it's definitely there, mate. Right, free practice is over. Let's get over to AMS2. There you can see the times there, guys. Mattia leading the way with a 121.5, Blankfile just pipping JK there. So I think it's going to be a really good race tonight. Really interesting race, that's for sure. Right, qualifying has begun. So as we always do, let's click drive and then come out of that, return to the pits and go to monitor view. And let's jump on board. Look at this. Wet qualifying. Love it. Love a bit of rain in AMS2. It's the ultimate leveler. The ultimate leveler. Guys, if you wouldn't mind doing us a favour and smashed up the like button, I'd really appreciate that. Ike Sky is commentating on server 2. And I'm sure Dud, our resident roving reporter, will report on what's going on over there. Hey, Andre. Franco, good luck in server 2, my friend. I hope it goes well for you, mate. Franco's in the commentary booth with me last time out, if you remember rightly. Oh, I've got my coffee and Baileys. AJ, you're a legend for that tip, mate. I really do appreciate that. Well, I mean, Dan as well. Dan said he might be able to pop into the commentary booth tonight, so it'd be nice to get a word from the boss man over at MVRC. Hopefully, he'll be able to join us. But other than that, you're going to have me and the wonderful Owen if he can find the server. No, I really appreciate that, AJ. Very kind, mate, very kind. Right, who's going to be the first person to get a lap in? Owen is in. So Owen's in the server. Hopefully he'll make his way over to the broadcast room. Once he is, I will 19 months, AJ. 19 months, man. Where's the time gone? Where's the time gone? Right, let me just go over to Discord quickly, guys. There he is. Right, let's just
obviously
Owen,
not.
Owen, welcome, mate. How are you? Glad to see you finally found the server. Say hello to all the millions of viewers.
I will say hello to the quadzillions of viewers across the globe as soon as I turn the game sound down, because I'm being deafened by these P3s going past the pits.
Yeah, AJ, yeah, exactly. Super V8s and Porsche Cups. They were the days, mate. They were the days. How are you finding that LMP2, AJ? But we've just got Slayer from MVRC in the wet, going fastest at the moment with a 129.9. OSSR Dick Crowell F1 has just beat him by a couple of hundredths there. But yeah, I mean, the times are around about sort of 129, 130 in the wet. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting race. Almost probably about 10 seconds quicker in the dry.
My voice level's okay, everybody?
Loud and clear for me, mate.
Okay.
JK in with 129.8 and flying hall kick from RPM 129.5. Right, me and Owen are going to go for our regular whatchamacallit of the liveries. Let's go and have a look at the liveries. Let's get out on track with flying hall kick. I think is RPM. I don't know who they're sharing with this week. They're sharing with New Gamers.
Very clean, like it. Red and white, nice and simple, stands out a lot, like it.
Yeah, it's the regular colours, regular kind of livery from RPM and from New Gamers. MVRC are sharing with 10 tenths tonight. Let's have a close-up of their livery. That's the MVRC side. And the 10 tenths side, nice carbon look. Oh, he just spun it there. Right, NRT, I believe, are sharing with RRC this week. There we go, NRT with their usual orange and blue livery, and RRC red, black and white. Very nice. I like the wingtips there. One side Italian, one side British. Very nice little touch there. I like that. SSR's livery, usual green livery from SSR, sharing once again with Sim Racing GP. Ah, really nice livery there. And let's not forget the zip down, right up the middle of the livery there. If you can see that, quite a nice little touch. KO, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, they're certainly putting some hours in getting these liveries together. They're all quite stunning.
Absolutely. And then we've got AMSU and KCSR sharing the livery once again. KCSR with their regular colours, looking very nice. AMS, we just run out of there. Let's try and find someone else. There we go.
Blank fire for KCSR's just put a 126.1 in.
Yeah, the track's drying. It did say it was going to start wet and go drying. So that's going to be the same for the race as well. It's going to start wet. So pit strategies tonight are going to play probably more importance than anything, because I do know that the slicks work a lot better even on a wet track in 1.6. So it's going to be interesting when people come in. We're thinking around about maybe 30 minutes into the race, maybe, or I'm not sure. I've just noticed that on the KCSR and AMSU livery, on the you see that clippers there on the what's that, the air intake on the side there?
Oh, on the pod, yeah.
Yeah, clippers, that looks very nice. Right, that gives us our rundown of the liveries tonight. As Owen's already said, Flying Hawkett with a 125.2. He's gone faster, 126.1 for Blank. J-Turn 126.8. With 127.5. Time's going to come down. We've still got 6 minutes of qualifying.
Yeah, 124, right, now a 123. They're knocking seconds off it.
Yeah,
as this drying lines appear.
And we're going to get the same in the race, wet start and drying. So it'd be interesting when people start diving into the pits. But I do love these races. They are so they can be so exciting. I think this one's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, we're seeing the new 1.6 physics being touted by the aliens.
How are you finding 1.6, Owen?
I'm slowly getting used to it. I am liking it a lot, but it is taking a little bit of time to get me eye back in, as it were.
Yeah, I did say when before it released, I think it's people that love AMS2 in 1.5 will like it, but it is different. And people that don't like AMS2 probably aren't going to like it. But saying that, I have seen a couple of people that didn't really like AMS2 that quite like it now. So let's just, it's only not been out a week yet. Let's just see how it goes. I mean, I've got, my favourite car at the moment is the LMP2. I think it's head and shoulders above everything else in AMS2 at the moment. But that's just my own personal opinion. I think that is... like some of the cars I still find a little bit slidey, like the GT cars, for instance. They're better, but they're still sliding around a little bit too much for me. But the LMP2 is the jewel in the crown for sure.
Yeah, I mean the modders are having a bit of a problem at the moment. I've just been testing a few cars, and the kind of the changes to the diffs and things like that weren't on the chassis that they were using, so it's kind of all sorts of problems to iron out.
Right, let's jump on board with Evil Noodle. He's currently our pole sitter. Oh no, he's just been replaced by JK.
He's just jumped in the pit, so we'll get back on with Evil Noodle.
Yeah, we'll stay on board with Evil Noodle. We're just coming round to complete a lap. I don't know whether this is going to be his flying lap or whether this is an out lap.
Now he's off the dry line, so that might be a little bit... Oh no, the track seems pretty dry. It seems to have dried out pretty quick.
I've got a feeling that might have been an outlap, just judging by how wide he went at the last turn to get the maximum run on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more taking care of tyres. Maybe he's taking wide lines just to cool the tyres off a bit to attack them hard on this next lap.
Could very well be the case. No, he's pulling over.
Yeah, we've got Matty has just put a 121 in. Wow.
Yeah, Mattia was fastest in practice by a couple of tenths. He's just going for an excursion there. Right, let's jump on board with Tinez. Tinez has avoided us, Owen, for 6 races. Finally, we've caught up with him, and we're hoping not to put the commentator's curse on him, but he said he's been trying to avoid us.
Oh well, let's watch him for a few laps then.
My sentiments entirely. Don't muck it up, Tinez.
Does that rear wheel look a little bit loose to you? Oh, it does. He's off. Oh no.
No, he's just being a gentleman and letting people go through.
I was just counting the wheel nuts as he slowed down then, just to make sure Jim's not had him over.
Slayer of a 121.8 from MVRC, Owen 121.8 from AMS2. Really good mix of cars. JK just going in there with 121.6. They're going to be going down and down and down, aren't they? Yeah.
I'm sure they're all on slicks now anyway.
We're coming to the end of qualifying, so people that are out on their laps now, they've got to get across the line to, they've got 30 seconds to get across the line to start one more lap. We're just on board with Stacker at the moment. I don't think he's going to make it. This is going to have to be his last lap. He's definitely not going to make it.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on Blank File. He seems to be on an absolute flyer.
Yeah, we're on board with him now. .121.8 is his current time. 121.6 to Nick Pole. Like you say, he does seem to be going rather fast.
Yeah, he's certainly getting the most out of the tyres. I don't think there'll be much left of him by the time he gets back though. Has he done enough? Ooh, no.
No, he stays where he is. We got flying hull kick. coming round to complete as well. There's a few guys that are still just about to complete their last lap. We're still on board with Flying Hall Kick. Can he improve? He's currently P8 with a 122.4 pretty much. Will he improve? He does improve his time, but he doesn't improve position. That's it. That's qualifying over, guys. I'll leave Owen to do the rundown as he always does of the top 10.
Okay, so in first place, JK for MVRC with 121.606. Then we've got Mattia in second place with a 121.7. Blankfire is in third position, 121.8. Slayer 72, 121.8 in fourth. In fifth, we've got Irwin, another 121.8. And then we're at Statue in sixth position, dropping into the 122s. Then we have SSR De Creo. You do this on purpose, don't you, Metz? In seventh, 122.0. Flying Hall Kick in eighth, 122.3. And then in ninth for MBZ is Ham. He's on a 122.4. Good old Evil Noodle for NRT's in 10th with 122.5, dead. Then we've got J-Turn in 11th for a 122.54. 12th, we've got Glenn for KCSR. He's doing a 122.9. Then we've got Busata in 13th, 122.9. And then we're dropping into the 123s with Andy in 14th for SRGP. Then in 15th, we've got Prue at 123.3. Tinez in 16th, 123.4. Ricky in 17th for SRGP, 123.6. And then down in 18th, we've got Linus, 123.7. Then 19th, Neon Dream for IND, 123.8. Then we're dropping 124s with Raptor for RPM in 20th and 21st. Nonny Rat, 124.3. Then the stars of the show, myself and Metz, and I'm leading Metz for a change. There you go. And that's your rundown.
Here we go, guys. We're going with the race. We're already 2 minutes to go. As you can tell, it is absolutely hammering down. We're going to be starting wet to a drying race like we did in qualifying. Going to be interesting. Like I say, pit strategy is going to be all important when people come in, when they think the crossover is from wets to dries. But keep an eye on JK. He's like I say, he's currently leading the Drivers' Championship. Blankfile currently in third in the Drivers' Championship, a point behind Johnny B, who sadly isn't racing tonight. So Blankfile can make up some points on Johnny B. There's only a point behind him, but if JK has a mishap tonight, Blankfile's going to be there ready to pounce. But keep an eye on these guys. There's a lot of fast guys in this race, and we could see some retirements. We hope not, especially when the sun comes out and it starts drying. These cars are notoriously hard to keep cool. Let's hope the guys have opened up their radiators. Thank you very much for hitting the like button, guys. Really do appreciate it. Let's get this out to as many people as possible. AMS2 Community Cup. It's the pinnacle of racing in AMS2 community racing. New 1.6 physics for everybody. I'm sure they've all been practicing like mad. But the absolute cream of the Community Cup. Let's get racing. Here we go with the start.
Oh, we got Stall off the line at the back, but he's got round them.
He's got around. JK's got off to a good start. Mathieu's right with him. There's an issue at the back of the field. I can see a spinner.
Yeah, Andy G spun out at the back. He's back on. He's back on track.
Someone's
now.
got up the bank rather. Not sure who that was.
Evil Noodle. He's back on it and he's away.
Oh, treacherous conditions.
Yeah, we've got another player running wide there.
There's a few
Tinez, I think it is. Yeah, Tinez coming back on
right there onto the grass and getting off the grass in the wet. Wow. Not where you want to be. But already JK is eked out 2 seconds, and it's a MVRC 1-2 at the moment. Slayer riding shotgun for JK at the moment. And he's not exactly holding anybody up either. He's clear of Staku. You would expect MVRC to do well in this combination. It is their choice this week. They do like picking the not the easy ones. It was last year. It was the Super V8s around Bathurst. Although we didn't do too well, it was quite a difficult combo, but really enjoyable to watch and commentate on. But as it is, it's JK out there, 2-second lead over Slayer, who himself is a second ahead of Staku. Blank file down in 4th at the moment.
Yeah, Evil Noodle spun off again. Somebody's coming out the pits. Who's coming out the pits there? I think it was Prue who's been in the pits for some reason.
He's jumped on board with Tinez. He's chasing down J-Turn. So hard to keep abreast of the action in the early days because it's all really tight. No, come on JK, you can do it. Not that I'm biased to MVRC, but come on JK, you can do it. Come on Slayer, come on Rob.
I'm not even going to be looking at him until it gets dry. I'm not going to fate it.
Right, where can we see some battles? Let's jump in on board with Flying Hall Kick. Look at this, it's about a 6-way battle here. We'll just keep an eye on JK and Slayer in front and Staku and Blank. But we're just going to go through the field while we can before it gets into the nitty-gritty when it starts drying out. Contact there between, I think it was Raptor and Flying Hall Kick.
Yep.
Absolutely treacherous conditions. Like I say, it's going to be really interesting when with the pit strategies when people decide to come in for softs, for slicks rather.
Oh, nice move there.
Who was that, mate?
Flying Hall Kick. And again, another position for him. Tinez is...
Ricky Rizzotto trying to go
with
around
him.
the outside there.
Yeah, Tinez has followed him through.
Oh, Tinez right on the back of Flying Hall Kick now. How you doing, HG? HG, I've not driven these in 1.6 yet. The Rocco is my go-to P3.
6th, 7th and 5th, they're all line abreast going down the start-finish straight here. Nothing between them.
Oh, Staku's closed up on Slayer. We will go back to the Teenage Flying Hall Kick battle very shortly, but let's just see what Staku can do. JK, as usual, it seems, out on his own.
Yeah, De Crea's going to be on them shortly. He's absolutely flying. He's just cleared 2 cars, putting himself from 7th to 5th, and he's coming up behind Blank File and Staku quickly.
Right, got it. I tell you, the new shaders, they look amazing, I think, in AMS2, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, they've not gone with the just add brown for realism. They've toned it down. It is looking a lot better.
Yeah, it really does look amazing.
Yep, he's on Blank File now.
Yeah, we're on board now. I think he's probably going to get a nice little run down here. 5.5 seconds, JK's eked out. Slayer for MVRC. So 1-2 for MVRC at the moment. Slayer, Rob, playing an absolute blinder. Now look at this little battle here. Raptor, Andy G, Evil Noodle.
Yeah, Evil Noodle's making his way back up from last place where he found himself at the start.
But Embusata has joined the Teenage Flying Hall Kick battle. Right, Staku currently P3. He's right on Slayer.
Yeah, it's interesting watching them take advantage of this getting off the rubbered in line just to get a bit more grip as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just getting some cockpit view there, a request from Andre, and you can see once you're in the spray of the car, the view is way harder. Look, you can see it, no problem, but when you're right in the line, bearing in mind we're from the camera, we're not actually in the car as well, so we've probably got a slightly better view. But when that spray kicks up, it's really hard to see where you're going.
Yep, no windscreen wipers on your helmet.
It's only when the brake lights come on you can actually see the car in front in some cases.
Oh. Really good driving by these guys.
in these conditions. Let's jump back on board with Evil Noodle chasing J-Turn, who in turn is chasing Tinez.
Yeah, everybody avoiding the curbs and the grass like the plague.
Yeah,
and trying to keep off the rubber in line as much as possible as well.
Jump on board with Owen, who's chasing down DeCrowell and Blankfile. DeCrowell right close now to Blankfile.
Yep. Be interesting to see the pace change when when things dry up and who are the rainmeisters and who are the fast guys in the dry.
Oh, look at second and third now, look.
Yeah, statues. He's all over the back of him, isn't he?
He certainly is. Rob just putting his car where it should be to make the overtake hard.
Yeah, you can see them just going to the right then of the rubbered in line.
Yeah.
From that aerial shot.
Oh, there's a little slip there from Rob Slayer.
And he's
Stack
through.
takes advantage.
Oh, no, he's not going to hold it round the outside. No way. He has.
He has. Great manoeuvre there from Staku. Rob Slayer just drops down to third place. You can see the track just starting to dry out now. Dry lines starting to appear. Still going to be quite some time before they come in for slicks, but you can just see parts of the track drying out. Right, let's have a little bit look further down the field. We've got Evil Noodle and Tinez. Teammates, I'm sure there'll be team orders not to take each other out.
He's out dragging him down the straight. And he's had him.
Blank file now on the back of Rob.
Yeah, Rob's pace seems to have dropped off a bit, hasn't it?
J-Turns joined that battle with Tinez and Evil Noodle there. Just keeping an eye on that, keeping an eye on Glenn and Flying Hall Kick and Harm as well. But this is the podium battle we've got on the screen at the moment, guys.
This is the technical part of the track where the overtaking seems to be prevalent here.
top 6 or 7, they're all within a couple of seconds of each other. It's only JK that's gone out, you know, 14 seconds or so. But other than that, Irwin's in the pits, the crowd's in the pits. Maybe they're thinking this is the crossover.
Yeah, there's a lot less spray coming off the cars now in cockpit view.
Right, let's keep an eye on Irwin's times when he comes out. I think for the first few laps he's going to be a little bit cautious.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, DeCurdo's come in as well. He was on a flyer. He's come in and changed his tyres as well.
Yeah, you can see. I know it's a little bit of rain still, but you can see the track. There is a dry line starting to develop.
Yeah, the physical spray off the cars is gone now. It's just, you know, the track is definitely drying out.
Prue is in the pits. We're just going to stay on board with Owen just for a minute and see what kind of times he's doing. So at the moment they're doing 130s and 131s. Blank File's in the pits, Matteo's in the pits. It's definitely the crossover point, I think.
Yeah. The guys on slicks are not sliding around. There's definitely a dry line appeared there. Yeah, he's just literally just really driven round him on that turpin.
Yeah, Noodle, Tinez, they're in the pits as well. Look at the drag down here, look.
Bit of spray still on the start finish straight, but as soon as they get off that, it's the spray's reducing, and as you can see,
we'll stay on board with Owen just to complete this lap and see what time he does here. See how big the margin is.
Well, the gap he's pulled out,
yeah, absolutely,
is huge.
I would expect JK, Staku, and Slayer. Flying Hall Kick. I expect them all to come in now.
Problems behind the. Yeah, you can from this aerial shot you can definitely see that dry line.
Yeah, JK's in. I expect Staku and Slayer to come in now.
Yeah, JK's in.
Yeah, Staku's in. Rob's in. Yeah, they're all coming in now for slicks. Let's get back on board with Owen. See him come round to complete this lap. Let's just see how big the difference is. You can see how quick the track dries out now. The Owen's best was a 131. So a couple of seconds or 3 seconds on that lap, but obviously them times are going to come all the way down now. Oh, he's just got a bit wide there.
Oh, lucky.
JK just pushing it a little bit. He's off the track there.
Trying to get those tyres up to temperature in the damp conditions. Pushing a bit too hard there, I think. Does he know how to go anything less than 110% though? That's the problem. He never lets up.
I think Flying Hall Kick is still on wets, is he?
He is, yeah. He's as the tyres have come up now over this first lap, he's just walked away from him.
Yeah, well,
4 seconds now.
We'll go in now. Yeah, Flying Hall Kick's in. Matthew had a really good pit stop. He's leapfrogged a couple of people. Rob, Slayer, has gone down the order a little bit, so a bit of a slow stop. Glenn from KCSR is in the pits as well. Owen has moved up to P3. Really good strategy there from Owen. He went in there a lap earlier than everybody else.
Yep.
And he's made up a lot of time. As you see, Slayer and Blankfile, who were P2 and P3, they're down the order. So Owen coming in that lap earlier, he's pulled out probably about 10 seconds on these guys.
Yeah, I mean JK pulled 4 seconds on that one lap over the following car that was on wets.
Yeah,
crazy. Even on cold, brand new slicks.
So the Noodle, Tinez and J-Turn, they've moved up into 8th, 9th and 10th. Good driving from them guys. This is all looking good for JK. Blankfile is his nearest challenger that's racing tonight. Johnny B, as I've already discussed, not racing tonight, but Blankfile was only a point behind Johnny B. And Blankfile will be itching to get more points. He wants better than P6. This little battle here, J-Turn and Tinez. Oh, look at the speed that J-Turn had there.
Ooh. Just slightly off the racing line, nice. You can still see a little bit of moisture coming up.
J-Turn had the racing line, the dry line there for sure.
Yeah. Tinez got a little bit sideways then.
Yeah, a little bit wide, a little bit of moisture, and they definitely had better traction going around that turn. Riding on board with Tinez. He's not had any airtime on the MVR on the MetzVR streams this season, so we'll give him a bit of airtime now. See, hopefully we won't give him commentator's curse.
Has Slayer had a problem? He's dropped way down. He's in 9th. He's just been passed.
Yeah, just riding on board with Slayer now.
I think Slayer's got a problem.
Yeah, possibly.
His spare packet of Haribo has slid it behind his brake pedal.
Disaster. Behind him as well.
Yeah, they're all over him.
Yeah, queuing up behind him. Maybe he was running more wing for the wet start. Possible.
Yeah, absolutely. But his pace is definitely dropped off as it's dried up.
Just on board with Busata. Little four-way tussle here. Mattia has moved up. He's right behind Owen now. Staku moved up to P2. Still 20 minutes to go in this race, guys. There's a lot that can happen. Then you got Flying Hall Kick, Basata, Tinez, Slayer, J-Turn. All fighting for the top 10s here. Whatever problem Rob had, Slayer, I think he may have sorted it. He's on the back of J-Turn and he's not letting go. So Hopefully, whatever issues he had may have resolved. But we'll see when we come round to the start-finish straight, which is where they all started ganging up on him a little bit there.
Maybe he was just struggling with the changing conditions and got out of the flow, as it were.
Well, I think if he's running a little bit more wing than the other guys, then he's probably going to be okay in these twisty bits. It's I think it's the start-finish straight where it's going to tell whether the guys behind him are running lower wing.
Absolutely, that high-speed right corner at the end of the start-finish straights.
There we go, we were running 130s, we're now running 122s.
Wow.
Massive
Huge
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think whatever Slayer's problem was, I think he's sorted it because he's staying with J-turn now.
Yeah. Last couple of laps, he was hitting the grass on that corner.
Stacku might have had an issue. He's moved down from P2 to P4. Mattia and Owen, they're having a right little ding-dong now. Jump on board with Mattia.
Got him in his sights, that's for sure.
Certainly has. Bit disappointed with the view. I thought there'd be a load more viewers being the penultimate race tonight, but we've only got 11 in viewing this now, guys. Where's the support for all your favourite MVRC and NRT drivers?
Is XTC in there watching this? If he is, tell him to get back working. Get them cars sorted.
Raptor and Linus in a nice little battle, P13 and P14. Raptor right behind Linus there. Keeping an eye on the blank fold, Evil Noodle. Blank fold dropped down to P7. Noodle up to P6. J turned. Blank fold's obviously had an issue. He was, I think he was running P4.
I mean, Evil Noodle, as usual, has come all the way from the back. He's currently in 6th.
Yeah, he's a good. I mean, these are the cream, aren't they? They really are unbelievable drivers.
Do you like that high, wide shot? You do get to see what lines they're taking.
Oh!
Oof! And through he goes.
Who was that? Was that Basata?
No, it's Blank File.
Yeah, Blank File's got up to P5. Noodle, P6. DeCrowell, P7. I think it was DeCrowell that had a little spin there. And he's now in the clutches of J-turn and Embusata. Oh, he's off. DeCrowell's off. A little bit of a snap there. J-Turn and Passata say thank you very much. And J-Turn doing his usual, starting mid-pack, moving up towards the top 5.
Oh, here we go. Give him plenty of room there like that, and still made the place up.
Oh, Noodle just had to back out there.
J-Turn's on an absolute flyer.
Get back up in the battle here. Staku, Owen and Mattia. Oh, what's happened to JK? JK's dropped right back.
Oof, 4 seconds now between himself. He must have had a bit of an off.
He must have had an off. Oh, Matt.
What the?
That's a back marker. JK's
Yeah,
in the
oh
pits.
God.
JK's
He's
in the
got a
pits.
problem.
You can see, look at the rear wing.
Oh yeah, rear wings absolutely caved in.
Mattia, Owen, Staku, blank file will be going absolutely beside himself now. He's third in the championship, the drivers' championship. Currently 1 point behind Johnny B, who's not driving tonight, so he is going to make up some points on JK. Let's see how long JK is going to be in the pits for. It's going to be a horribly long stop to repair that aero damage.
Yeah, it's just dropped down to 11th now. Still waiting.
It's drama here, Ibarra. It's dropping all the way down the field now, so now it's going to be like sort of 12 minutes or so of just trying to get some points, trying to get as many points out of this as he can. I'm just going to bring up the drivers' standings once again, guys.
Okay, he's out 15th.
There you can see the current driver standings. JK out on his own with 132 points. Johnny B not racing tonight. Blank file just 1 point behind Johnny B, so he is going to make up a load of points on JK tonight. So JK absolutely, I'm not quite sure what happened. He's still struggling.
Still seeing damage on the back of his car, but
yeah, I think that's probably
I
visual.
just think that's just visual.
We've had the thriller in Manila, the rumble in the jungle. This is the drama at Ibarra. The championship leader JK suffering real bad damage, dropping down from 1st to 15th. Mattia from RRC leading the race. Owen just a second behind from AMS2. Staku SSR in P3. These top three, they're within a couple of seconds of each other. Blank file P4, Evil Noodle P5 in the battle. J-Turn, Embussata and Decrow F1, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Flying Hawkic 9th. Tinez has moved up to P10, but let's just join the battle at the front. Staku chasing down Owen. Oh God, to let you get a breath. I'm going to take over for a minute, Owen.
I can't follow that. My God, I'm breathless listening to that. Dear me.
Dear.
My gosh. Right. So, yeah, any one of these three could win it, basically.
JK's moved up to P14.
Yeah, JK will be absolutely
now.
hammering up.
I think he can probably get to P12. But other than that, it's going to be I don't know. And we'll have to hopefully we get JK in the chat after just to see what happened, because he was 14 seconds in like clear of everyone, so he's obviously had some kind of issue like off the track or whatever. Having a pit for to repair damage as well. It's really put him down the field, and it really shakes up the drivers' championship heading into the last round, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
that's what I bet he's done it deliberately, just to make there more drama on the last race. I don't think.
I'll let you ask him that.
No, you ask him, Owen.
No, you're all right.
Oh, De Crowd, Bassato and J-Turn. There's a nice little three-way battle here developed in the last few minutes. We've got just under 10 minutes to go, guys. JK's only a couple of seconds behind Linus now, so he's really chasing down. I think probably P12 is the best that he can probably do.
I'm going to stick my neck out and say he's going to get back in the top 10.
Oh, you mean he's going to make
There's a statement.
30 seconds in 10 minutes, 8 minutes. Nah, not even JK can do that, I don't think. Oh, a little bit of a coming together there. Bassato and J-Turn. The crowd looking to pick up any pieces.
Whoa. Yeah, it's getting
battling.
physical. Jeepers.
Oh, another little contact there. The rubbing is racing. Oh, De Crowell spun it.
Oh.
Take another little look at De Crowell just spinning it there on the outside. We're riding on board with J-Turn, but in the replay you can see there De Crowell gets a little tiny bit of contact with J-Turn, then holds it around the outside. There's a little wheel there off, and then he's off, loses grip. Right, where are we going?
Statue's doing a bit of a push. What he was.
We're on JK, he's caught up to Prue. He's definitely going to get P12, that's for sure. Absolute disaster for JK at Ibarra. The disaster at Ibarra. They're all coming out. The drama at Ibarra, the disaster at Ibarra. Oh dear. Jump back on board with Staku. This is where the battle is for the actual win. We are going to stay on board here, guys. I know there's probably people you want to see, but we're going to stay on board with the podium battle. Mattia out in front by a second from Erwin AMSU and Staku SSR. Blankfire has moved up to P4. He's going to be laughing all the way to the bank when it comes to the Drivers' Championship. Definitely made up a lot of points on JK tonight.
Yep, Evil Noodle in 5th, which is unbelievable from, back of the grid.
Yeah,
2 spins at the beginning.
Back, didn't he?
Yeah, he got caught up in the trouble at the beginning. And then halfway through the first lap, again, spun out to the back again.
Right, who's your money on Owen for the top 3?
For the top 3, well, all of the people are in.
No, who's your money on to win?
I think this back marker's going to cause some trouble, so I'm going to keep quiet. I think it's going to be Mattea, Statue, then Erwin.
That's a good shout. Mattea was quickest in practice. Owen and Staku, as we know, we've seen very fast drivers. I think Erwin might just nick this. I don't know. I've just got. I don't know. I've got a feeling in my bones. He might just nick it.
He's closing it down. He's closing it down. He's got 2 temps off him on this lap. Certainly not walking away with it. There we get the big wide-angled shot again, which gives us a good idea of the lines. They're all taken exactly the same through there. Got to be wondering what state the tyres are in now as well.
Yeah, engines too, I think, being at altitude. I know they're in the shakedown. The guys were saying there's quite a lot of DNFs with people really struggling to keep the engine cool, even with radiator at 80. Great little tussle though, this. Very evenly matched.
Yep. There's 1.5 seconds between all the front three cars.
Yeah, it's really, really tight. Stacku's lining Owen up, I think.
Yeah, Matteo's just got a little bit of breathing room, but not much. We've seen a lot less glitches and bugs with 1.6 with this race. What we've seen in the past.
On the multiplayer that I've done, it's been pretty stable. Sadly, the ratings, the AMS2 ratings, that's still causing a few little stutters. I did test it out last night. We don't really use the ratings at the moment because there's still a few little stutters and stuff. But hopefully they're about writing it all out. But overall, the multiplayer has been pretty stable from what I've witnessed.
Yeah, and neither of us have had any problems with the ABS at all. So swiftly moving on. Can Statue get round Owen before the end? He's certainly all over the gearbox.
Keeping an eye on the flying Hall Kick J-turn battle as well. They're about a second or half a second apart there, but we've got to stay on board with the podiums, I think.
I'll tell you something, somebody's disappeared.
Yeah, Slayer went a while ago.
No.
Oh no, JK.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a disaster for MVRC. Once again, they had the worst luck in the championship last year at their combo. But yeah, MVRC, Slayer and JK both not in the server, both DNFs. So JK, I don't think he might score some points, but I don't know, because I don't think Slayer will. 75% I think he got to complete. Right, we're coming round. This is the last lap, guys. Stacku all over Owen. I think Mattia is going to take the win. Stacku's doing all he can to get past Owen. This is the last lap. That's it. Timer's up. So we got a quarter of a lap. Not even a quarter of a lap left.
Right, we're going to see a mad dive on the last corner as they come out the chicane. Gone wide, he's looking for a cutback.
He's
No.
He's not going to power down. It's a brilliant win for Mattia for RRC. Owen AMSU with P2, Staku from SSR, P3, Blank File. He's going to take P4 and make up a bunch of points on JK. Evil Noodle, P5, coming round to complete his lap. J-Turn, not far behind, followed by Flying Hawkick. Embusata, P8. DeCrow, F1. P9, Antinez, he makes a top 10. I don't think he had the best of qualifying, but I'm sure he'll be happy with a top 10. Glenn from KCSR, still to complete his race, coming round here now. What a fantastic race, an absolute disaster for MVRC tonight.
If you flip over to Andy G and Linus, they're going for it, hammer and tongs for the line.
Okay, here we go.
The last gasp.
Oh, look at this, nice little battle just to finish the race off. Last two cars out on track. Oh, and Andy G has suffered the commentary curse from Metz. Unlucky Linus is going to hold on to P12. Andy G P13, but as I was saying, guys, it's an absolute disaster for MVRC tonight. It was all looking so good in the wet with MVRC running P1 and P2, but JK obviously had some kind of issue, had damage, had to repair, massively lost a lot of time, went all the way down to P15, got it back up to P12, but then disappeared from the server. Rob, we're not sure what happened with Slayer. He done so well in the wet, but when it went dry, he lost a bit of time, was involved in some battles, and then he disappeared. But as I said, guys, it's an absolutely brilliant win from Mattia, from RRC, with Erwin P2 and Staku P3, Blank File P4, Evil Noodle P5, J-Turn P6, Flying Hawkick P7, Embusata P8, SSR DeCrow F1 P9 and Tinez P10, Glenn from KCSR P11, Linus P12, Andy G P13, Prue P14, Raptor P15, Nonny Rats P16, Ricky Risotto P17 and Neon Dream, the last of the finishers in P18. Right, guys, we're going to get over to Discord. Hopefully we get a few of the guys in. We'll try and get some interviews. But Owen, your thoughts on that race, mate?
Absolute stunner, Murray. Absolute stunner. Certainly the 1.6 is shining. The amount of car control that was required for that change in conditions and the close racing we saw was, mind-blowing.
Yeah, got to agree with you there, mate. Like a brilliant win from Mattia. I mean, with all the greatest of respect, I didn't expect Mattia to be winning this, especially when JK eked out a 14-second advantage. I thought that Blank File and Staku and Erwin, I think they'd all be like sort of chasing second. But in the wet, Rob Slayer was done so well. I really thought that MVRC was on for a 1-2 potentially. But I'm gutted for MVRC. But I try not to be biased. Obviously, I've got ties with MVRC. But brilliant win from Mattia. We got Staku in the chat. Let's invite him and see what his thoughts on the race. Staku, congratulations on the podium, mate. You was really pushing Erwin there for the last couple of laps. But a brilliant podium. Your thoughts on the race, mate?
This is the least satisfied I've been with P3 because with the JK's engine fail, what happened to him? Because he had this in the back pretty much, but then I think he just retired in pits. But
he just disappeared. So we're just wondering, what was your engine wear like? Was it okay or?
Only 2, but I was running 85% on the engine opening. But like my race, at first I was trying to get past Slayer in the wet because I knew I had more pace than him, but just couldn't get past. Eventually did. I pitted slightly too early, but it was still net P2 after all of that. But then I just a bit of a miscommunication with backmarker, and then I lost 3 seconds in the last corner. Then suddenly I got passed by both Mattia and another win. So if it wasn't for that, I could have won probably, given that JK eventually retired. But I mean, P3 is still good points for SSR, and another podium for me, obviously. But there's a little bit of dissatisfaction with what could have been, really. But overall, I'm happy. Still, I wasn't expecting to be on the podium. Like the podium was like my overall goal. I didn't think I could even fight for a win in those cars, which in the end turned out to be the case, but just didn't come off in the end.
Yeah, no, it's a good result, and like you say, it's a great point for SSR in your battle in for the community championship. KCSR at the moment leading the way, and there's about 3 or 4 teams that are really close. And with MVRC not scoring any points in this server, I don't know what they've done on server 2, but you know that kind of puts them probably out of the race for P2. So SSR, AMSU, it's all to play for in the last round.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hopeful about the GT1s at SPAC because I like both the car and the track. So I'm looking forward to that race. Hopefully the rest of my team does as well, and we'll do well there. I don't know how server 2 went, but hopefully with me getting MP3, MVRC didn't score well. I outscored Blank here on server 1 from KCSR. So, well, hopefully we closed up to KCSR a little bit. And we can fight
yeah,
for the
absolutely, for sure. I
championship.
mean, KCSR at the moment on 480 points before this race. SSR on 454, so you was P2 anyway. Like you say, you've outscored MVRC, you've outscored KCSR on this server. So the likelihood is you will close the gap, and it's probably, like I say, it's all to play for in the final round, which is kind of what you want, really, isn't it? You want the excitement all the way through the championship. So congratulations, Staku. Well done on your podium, mate. Really good battle with Owen and Mattia there for the last sort of quarter of the race. But yeah, I was going to invite Tinez and J-Turn both in. Tinez, firstly to you, mate. You got a podium. You didn't get a podium. Sorry, you got a top 10. You didn't have the best qualifying. I did try not to give you too much airtime because I know you was a bit worried about the curse of the Metz, but I got you a P10, mate.
No, yeah, I mean, I wasn't intending to come and speak, but seeing as you asked, yeah, I think I qualified a little bit out of position, and it was a case of just trying to stay out of trouble. I was kind of gifted the top 10 in the end. P10 was my target, got there in the end, but it was a struggle. Got bundled off on lap 1, and as you say, my qualifying, it was my very last lap, as the track was getting drier and drier in quali. I just met some traffic right at the end, so couldn't improve. But it was good fun.
I'm glad you had fun, mate, and you know that your first time on one of my servers, you done all right, mate. I thought, you know, it was treacherous conditions at the start of the race, though.
Bloody spun in the dry though, didn't I? And lost a couple of positions as well. But I hope you enjoyed watching it, mate.
Yeah, that's a skill issue, mate.
But thanks for doing this, mate.
You're very welcome. J-Turn, we come to you. P6 to you, mate. I think you've made up positions. I think driver of the day for me is probably Evil Noodle because he went all the way to the back of the grid on lap 1 and he's ended up with a P5. But J-Turn, another P6 for you. How did your race go, mate?
Oh, a little bit embarrassing. I owe apologies. I don't know who. I shifted into second off the line. I don't know if it got caught on the stream. And the car jinked to the left and somebody paid the price. Somebody else spun out. I don't know who yet. Nobody spoke up in chat to say it was them.
Yeah,
so I've got to go and apologise to them. Do you know who it was that I hit? Yeah, who was it? I need to apologise.
Evil Noodle, I think, got caught.
No. Oh, was Noodle?
No, it was Busata.
Oh, was it Busata?
Oh, it was,
right.
yes.
Yeah, well, in which case, Busata closed the door on me later on, which is probably deserved given that he'd paid the high price. That was about lap 2 or 3 maybe. But then he tried, I don't know if you caught again on the stream, then I had high downforce, you see, so on the straight I was sitting duck. But I could take all the second fast right-hander down the long straight. I was flat out, whereas if you were low downforce, you had to lift. So I would just hold a tight line and people would have to try and overtake around the outside. I need to watch the replays because I may be at fault, but as far as I can tell, I held a tight line and people turned in across me because 2 people spun out of them and one was Mr. Busata. So I'm certainly not blaming Mr. Busata. I need to go and watch the replay to find out whether I'm at fault on that one. I think the other one was Mr. Decree, who was in P9. So yes, I need to see. It wasn't a most amazing race. I was well down after the start. I think some people were running slicks. I don't know if you saw that. I think some were on slicks from the start to avoid a pit stop. We've got, I'm going to see if there's anybody not stop, but there were some people who were qualified really well and were really slow as it started to get quite wet on lap 3 or 4. And there was like a roadblock of all these people on wets behind, and it felt like they must be on slicks. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Well, we're just saying that over on server 1 for sure, it's been an absolute disaster for MVRC, who was looking really, really good at the start of the race and in the wet. You know, JK putting out a 15-second advantage. Rob Slayer doing really well with shotgun.
Oh, yes.
But
Slayer came,
really,
me and Slayer came into contact.
Yeah, it's really shaken up certainly the Drivers' Championship, because Blank File has obviously scored points on JK. Obviously, Johnny B not racing tonight, but Blank File was only a point behind Johnny B, so he's really outscored JK. And the actual Community Championship, SSR, probably closed up on KCSR a little bit. MVRC have probably dropped out of the race for P2 now, but going into the final race of the season, it's it's been a fantastic season, but going into the final race, it looks like it's still all to play for, which is kind of what you want really in an 8-race series.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, mixed up tonight. No, I said the wrong name. There was 2 people who on that fast right-hander who were on the outside trying to come round me, and Slayer was one of them. He'd already had a spin and dropped down behind me, and then when he was trying to make his way back up again, he tried round the outside. And as again, I need to watch the replay. I may well be at fault, but I felt like I just held my line, and he turned in across me, and unfortunately he paid the price. But I'll go and watch the replay. But yeah, it was your combo, guys. So it's gutting for you guys to not have good finish, at least on this server, but hopefully you've done all right on server 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's it for me tonight. If anyone else wants to say anything, Owen, do you want to say some final words?
No, just really tricky conditions for everybody, especially in those cars. Didn't really see anything that was untoward during the race with anybody that we saw. So I think it was more conditions that was catching people out rather than drivers getting a little bit wrong. But yeah, it was unfortunate with JK. He had a spin, had damage to his aero, had to go in the pits, and then shortly after, probably about 4 laps later, he had to quit out. I'd taken his engine died or he went off again. But yeah, it certainly opened up the race at the end. Any one of the top 3 could have taken it. But fantastic racing, everybody. And back over to you, Metz.
Yeah, and as always, I'm going to leave the final word to Jay Turn, boss man of the AMS2 Community Cup. Jay, like I say, brilliant racing this championship. Looking forward to the last race. Obviously, you got the finish on a high as well. But all to play for, and I'll leave the final words to you.
Well, thank you, Metz. First of all, just thank you for you guys, especially Owen. And I know you've been on well, but it's great to have you back in the commentary booth. So, yeah, cheers, both of you, for all your time and effort you put into this. I'm sure the viewers appreciate it. I know the drivers do, for sure. The final round then in 2 weeks will be Spa. It is RPM's combo, RPM League's combo. It is Spa with the McLaren F1 GTR. Again, we're going to have some weather thrown in, so it should be an interesting one. I'm going to go off and do all the scoring and find out how the team and drivers' championships are doing. And, yeah, hopefully see you all in 2 weeks' time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jay. And thank you, everybody that's tuned in tonight. As Jay said, a couple of weeks' time, Spa, GT1, with weather. We love a bit of rain. Let's go. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.